Ed, who blogs regularly at www.aboutbone.com. The topic of this session is Alert! Your total bone count may not be 206. If somebody asks you how many bones there are in a human body, please don't blurt out 206. The correct answer is nuanced. To respond accurately to the query, you have to ask 5 questions: who, what, when, where, and why. Consider first that humans vary from one another in facial features, hair color, height, and shoe size. Unknown to nearly everybody except anatomists, surgeons, and radiologists, variety continues beneath the skin. Nerves, tendons, arteries all have their unique features, and their precise arrangement in me says little about their precise arrangements in you. True, you can generalize and be right most of the time when you say 2 eyes, 1 heart, 10 toes, and 206 bones. But then the subtleties kick in. Therefore, let's answer the who, what, why, when, and where queries. Who? Who is counting? A paleontologist brushing sand off long-buried fossils may miss some tiny bones that make work interesting for hand and foot surgeons. These bones are called sesamoids because they reminded somebody of sesame seeds. In humans, they are larger than that, more the size of capers, but sesamoid sounds better than caperoid. Sesamoids help to distribute pressure evenly as we grip and walk. Some people have no sesamoids, and they manage as well as those folk who have 20. Consequently, we call sesamoid bones accessories. You may want to include at least some of them in your count. What? What counts as a bone? The kneecap is a giant sesamoid, and it is always included in the favored 206. So is a pea-sized one in the wrist. Most people have 12 ribs on each side. Those with 14 do not get any extra credit. 3 tiny bones in the ear count. Sesamoids in the feet are left out, as are the bean-sized accessory bones around the hip, knee, and ankle. When? When do we count? Babies start out with perhaps 270 bones, and some fuse to one another during growth. At birth, for instance, the plate-like skull bones can move against one another and shift the head's shape to facilitate delivery. Then, as a normal occurrence, the interdigitations between the skull bones gradually become rigid and may eventually fuse to one another to fully protect the brain. Also, certain bones in the wrist and ankle that usually remain separate sometimes can make themselves one with a neighbor despite the rules. Where? Where do we look? An X-ray in infancy is not going to show anywhere near 270 bones because many of them do not yet contain enough calcium to block X-ray beams and make shadows. For example, if you trusted an X-ray, a newborn's wrist would not have any bones in it at all. Why? Why bother? You're reading this voluntarily, so maybe you find it interesting. Consequently, your best answer to the bone count question is, nobody knows how many bones I have, and I'm not going to expose myself to enough radiation to find out. That's it for now. I'm Roy Meals. Have a look at the blog, www.aboutbone.com.